Welcome to Getting Started with Quo. In this video, we're going to cover everything from setting up your workspace to managing your inbox to customizing your call flow builder and collaborating with your team. Yeah, we're going to cover everything, but not everything. If you want to learn more about any topic, like becoming a master of the call flow builder, make sure to check out our resource center to dive deeper on anything we cover today. We've created chapters in this video so that you can skip to the most relevant parts for you, or if you just rather stop looking at me and listening to me, you can just skip this too. To start things off, Tony Zhao on our customer success team will take you through how you can set up your workspace and get started with your Quo account.
Thanks, Grayson. Don't worry. I like to listen and look at you professionally. One of the first things you'll want to do is consider registering for A2P. A2P just means application to person, and if you plan to text US numbers from your Quo account, you'll first need to register with US carriers, and that requires you registering for the A2P 10 DLC. I know, catchy. Luckily, you can do this right inside Quo. To start this process, after you've signed up for your account, head to the Trust Center in your settings and click Register Now. Then you'll need to complete the questionnaire to find out whether you are eligible for registration. If so, complete the registration process, ensuring you follow each step carefully, filling out the information as accurately as you can. Lastly, you'll pay a one-time registration fee to submit your application. Approval for applications usually takes 2 to 5 business days, and once approved, you can continue setting up your Quo account. Now that you've learned about registration, one of the most important next steps in building your workspace is porting your phone numbers. Sidebar, we recommend you wait until A2P registration is approved before porting phone numbers, as this eliminates any issues with downtime so you can start texting right away. However, once A2P is approved, bringing your existing numbers to Quo is simple. Porting numbers is free, though some carriers might charge port out fees. To port a phone number to Quo, you'll need the most recent copy of your phone bill. This will be used to upload and verify ownership of the accounts. To start porting, go to Settings, Phone Numbers, port an existing number, and then follow the instructions. This includes your business information, the most recent copy of your phone bill, carrier information, and finally signing the letter of authorization. This is so we can communicate on your behalf. A typical time frame for a port is 5 to 7 business days and 10 to 12 business days for Canadian or toll-free lines. Once submitted, your numbers will appear under the inbox section of your sidebar with the porting status. You can continue to configure your numbers even while they're going through the porting process. This ensures that your phone numbers are set up prior to it going live. If you'd like to port multiple phone numbers, we'll provide you a link that you can fill out with all of the lines that you'd like to bring over to your workspace. You'll need to fill out the form and our team will review the request. And within 24 hours, you'll receive a letter of authorization from us that you're required to sign so that we can communicate on your behalf. Once the port is completed, our team will let you know when your number will officially be assigned to your workspace. Sidebar, you will get a notification before the number goes live in your workspace. After that, you'll be given a port date, and from there, you can work with our porting team to ensure that your numbers are assigned to the appropriate workspace. And with that, you've been ported. You're now ready to start adding your team. We know that they've been chomping at the bit to gain access to your workspace. Adding a teammate to your workspace is like adding it to any other workspace for any of the 7,000 apps you use in your tech stack. It's easy, but there's a few key details that make collaborating with your team in Quo all that much more focused. Each teammate can have their own phone number, be a part of a shared number, or have access to multiple numbers. It's up to you to customize their access. You can do this in settings by clicking on Members. From here, you can add individual teammates by email or multiple by separating each email with a comma. Then select which phone numbers they're assigned to by either choosing a new number, existing lines, or a combination of both. In addition, you can provide a workspace role as a member, admin, or workspace owner. Note that members are only able to see the communication for the phone numbers you give them access to. Admins, on the other hand, can update voicemails, business hours, and even edit a number's call flow. And owners, well, they own. Kidding, they have access to billing and can manage the entire workspace. Once you've listed your teammates, you're ready to send your invites and start collaborating on better customer relationships with your team more effectively. Quo allows you to build those better customer relationships from the moment you start streamlining your conversations with them. But you may already have a large list of contacts you've collected over the years and you don't want to build from scratch. And that's why we've made it easy to import your contact details right in the app. You can upload a CSV of all the contacts you already have in your existing CRM. We do provide an example of the different fields that you can add to Quo, but it's important that you have a column for first name, last name, phone number, email address, and company. Quo auto-detects your fields, and after, you can create custom contact properties that provide the ability to filter and tag. A heads up, if you delete a custom property, it'll also be removed for all contacts within the workspace, so make sure you check with your team before removing any custom contact properties. You don't want to be that guy. And with that, you've done it. You've ported your numbers, you've added your teammates, contacts have been imported. Good news, you've set up your Quo workspace. Now it's time to start building better customer relationships and ending missed calls for good.
You've got started, but you want to keep going. That's why you're still watching us. And that's why I'm going to ask Justine Delgadillo, the expert to rival all experts, help you continue your journey and learn how to manage your inbox like a Quo Pro.
Wow, Grayson, thank you for that. And to any experts out there, we are not rivals, just letting you know. You're busy, your business is doing well, and you've signed up for Quo to better manage and build your customer relationships. And the best way to manage all of your business and incoming calls and texts is to know how to manage your inbox and notifications effectively. First, let's start with your inboxes. Your inbox in Quo is where all your calls, messages, and internal threads come together. One of the integral parts of your inboxes is call views. Each inbox in Quo has its own call view, so when you switch between inboxes, you'll only see the calls related to the specific number or shared line. Inside an inbox, you can filter calls by conversation status like open or done to see which calls still need attention. You can also filter by voicemails, unresponded, or handled by Sona if you have your AI agent enabled. These filters make it easy to spot calls that need a follow-up. If your workspace has AI call tags turned on, you can use call tags to categorize and review call topics such as new lead or support request. In the call view, you can also click into each call record to learn more about the interactions with the caller. Each call record includes contact's name, timestamp, duration, and access to recordings, AI summaries, and next steps. When you click into a call record, it opens the chat view for that conversation with the full history. Next, let's talk about snippets. Snippets are reusable message templates that help your team save time and stay consistent when sending common replies. You can create or insert a snippet right from the message box by typing / or clicking on the / icon. From there, choose snippets to create a new one. Give it a clear name like appointment confirmation and type the text you would like the snippet to reuse. If parts of the snippet need customization, add placeholders like customer name as reminders to others using the snippet to update before sending. Once saved, anyone on your team can insert instantly by using the / command. Snippets are shared across your workspace, making it easy to maintain a consistent tone. Next, we'll talk about managing your notifications. Luckily, notifications in Quo are simple to manage. You can turn them on or off globally, or if there are inboxes you don't need alerts from, you can mute those individually while keeping notifications active for the ones you oversee day to day. Under Settings, navigate to Notifications and then to Work Schedule to set your working hours. This lets Quo know when to send you notifications for calls and messages and when to pause them. You can choose to receive silent notifications outside of your work hours, so messages still appear in your inbox but won't disturb you. Speaking of after hours, in Quo, you can also set up auto replies. Auto replies help your team stay responsive even when you're not available and are configurable by inbox, so each line can have its own automatic reply. To set one up, click the 3 dots beside the number you'd like to create the reply for and go to Manage Settings, then Auto Replies. Choose when the message should send. For missed calls with or without voicemail, or for incoming texts, it's up to you. For example, you can customize the message to let your contacts know when you'll get back to them. If you've set a work schedule under notifications, your auto reply will automatically follow that schedule. To avoid spamming contacts, Quo only sends one auto reply per contact within a 12-hour period. Lastly, let's talk about caller ID customization. Each inbox in Quo can have its own caller ID name, allowing your different numbers or departments to display unique business names on outbound calls. To update this, click the 3 dots by the number you want to customize and go to Manage Settings, then General and Caller ID Names. From there, you can edit the name that appears on outbound calls for that specific inbox. Before you can apply a caller ID name, note that your number must be registered for A2P 10DLC to ensure your business is verified with carriers. And that's how to manage your inbox and stay productive in Quo. You're ready to start answering calls more effectively so you can start building those customer relationships.
Justine, that was beautiful. Anyway, next up, for people that are looking to take control of the full power of Quo, Andrew Smondalak will be taking you through the Call Flow Builder, where you can start customizing your caller experience. You won't need these are just props. I feel stupid.
Now, before we get started, I want to reiterate how you should not use a hammer or any other tool on your call flow. You're using a computer, not a piece of plywood. Managing your business calls and your caller experience should be easy, flexible, and efficient. Quo's Call Flow Builder gives you complete control over how calls are handled, whether during business hours, after hours, or any time in between. To navigate to your call flow, click the 3 dots beside the number you want to customize the call flow for, manage settings, and scroll to find the builder. This will open a drag and drop interface that visualizes how your calls will be routed. At the top, you'll see a live indicator to confirm if your setup is active. Once you begin to edit, it will mark your flow as a draft. Drafts are not live until you hit publish, so you can start editing with confidence that your caller isn't pulling their hair out with an unfinished call flow. We recommend starting your call flow with the business hours step. Once added, you'll also need to activate business hours from the inbox settings page. Here, you can set your time zone and define your hours for a customized routing experience. Now you're ready to head back into the Call Flow Builder to start editing for both during and after business hours. One of the most used features in the Call Flow Builder is the phone menu, or IVR if you're into that kind of thing, which you can use to direct callers to the correct department or person. Simply drag and drop the phone menu option into your desired flow and customize it with up to 10 options. Each option can be routed to a person, a department, an audio greeting, an external number, Quo's AI agent Sona, voicemail, or any other step. But more on that later. If you want to create a custom greeting for your phone menu, which we suggest that you do, you can do that by recording directly in the app using text-to-speech or uploading an existing audio file. This greeting should explain the menu options to your callers, such as press 1 for sales, press 2 for support, and so forth. You can, and again should, decide what happens if a caller doesn't select the menu option. By default, they are sent to voicemail, but you can also repeat the menu options or forward the call to an outside answering service. You could also play an audio greeting with your hours of operation. Another call flow step you can add is voicemail. To add voicemail, drag the voicemail step to your desired destination in the call flow. You can then customize your voicemail greeting using text-to-speech, recording in-app, or by uploading a pre-recorded file. But if you'd rather have a caller be forwarded to another number instead of voicemail, you can add a forward call step. When you add a forward call step, you select the number from the menu options. Some like to add a second phone line just for after hours. This ensures every call is handled appropriately no matter when it comes in. Speaking of handling calls, after adding all of your teammates to your workspace, you'll want to route calls to the right team members at the right time. And you can do that with the Call Flow Builder. By adding a ring user step, you have the option to ring all users in your workspace at once, in random batches, in a custom order, or you can pick a specific user to ring. You can also customize the duration of the ring. If your team gets a high volume of calls, you can use round-robin distribution to ensure calls are handled fairly and no one gets overwhelmed. Now, there are times when you won't be able to answer every call, and missed calls mean missed opportunities. And that's where Sona has you covered. Sona is your AI agent inside Quo that answers calls 24/7, captures key details, and provides instant answers so your business is always responsive no matter where you are. Sona acts as your answering service or a receptionist, depending on your needs. You can place Sona anywhere in your call flow. For example, you can replace your voicemail and have it answer missed calls. You can also place it at the start of the call flow and have it work as a receptionist, answering questions, triaging, and transferring calls to the right person or department. Now that Sona is in your call flow, the real power comes from how you train it. The more Sona knows about your business, the better it can represent you in the calls that it handles. There are 3 ways to train Sona. The first is to import your website. Sona is going to pull product pages, FAQs, and service info to build structured knowledge pages automatically. The second is to upload documents. Whether it's PDFs, CSVs, or text files, Sona scans and learns from them right away. And last but not least, you can write your own pages manually with things like question and answer entries for common customer requests. But you might need more customization when it comes to Sona handling specific types of calls. And that's where jobs come in. Think of jobs as reusable instruction sets triggered by caller intent, like lead qualification, support requests, vendor calls, or general info. Each job includes a trigger, natural language instructions, and can be reused across inboxes or call flows. You can assign multiple jobs to a step in the Call Flow Builder, test them before publishing, and update them globally with safeguards. One of the jobs Sona can perform is a call transfer. When a caller asks to escalate a request, Sona can transfer calls to a human as needed. Based on caller requests or intent, you can configure Sona to hand off to a Quo teammate, inbox, or even an external number. Add a transfer action to your job instructions, and Sona can connect the caller to the right person without missing a beat. As part of the job's configuration, Sona can also send text messages while on the call. For example, if a caller asks to book an appointment, you could have Sona ask the caller if they would like to receive a booking link to reserve an appointment. And if the caller gives permission, they'll receive an SMS message during the call with the booking link. You can also customize the message that's sent along with the booking link. Every Sona-handled call will be recorded, transcribed, and summarized. These summaries contain any details Sona collected from the caller during the call, which can be integrated with a system of your choice using Zapier, Make, webhooks, or our API. Your team gets full context for follow-ups without guesswork, and no calls slip through the cracks. Sona's got you covered. Okay, now that was a lot of information. But now that you know how to fully customize your call flow builder, you're ready to answer and route and transfer callers to provide them with a seamless caller experience. And with the power of Sona, you can handle every call, day or night, with the confidence that your customers are getting the answers they need, even while you sleep.
The Call Flow Builder is amazing. I wish I built it. Then I would be the Call Flow Builder. Stupid joke. Moving on, last and certainly not least, we are going to tie everything you learned together with collaboration. Using all the features and best practices you just saw, you can now unlock a new level of team collaboration that's going to have you working in lockstep with your team. And there's no one better to show you how to do it than our very own Kathleen Buffington.
Oh, Grayson, your jokes are fruitful. Anyways, keeping up with business calls and messages is a total team effort. With Quo, your team can collaborate in real time, ensuring no call is missed and every text is responded to. One key way to communicate with your team inside Quo is through internal threads. This feature lets team members discuss customer interactions right within Quo's conversation view. You can use internal threads to tag team members for updates, context, or to define next steps about a conversation. For example, if you have a missed call where a customer mentions speaking with a specific teammate, you can use an internal thread to tag that team member with a quick message. The person you tag will receive a notification in their activity bar, directing them back to the exact conversation so that they can follow up. Another use case could be providing feedback on a new team member's recent call recording, commenting directly on what went well and what could be improved. You also have the ability to directly message your team members. Instead of using separate messaging tools, you can DM colleagues right within Quo. Use direct messaging to respond to team questions and help answer customer inquiries behind the scenes. Just note that direct messaging can only be used for one-to-one communication, and group messages are not able to be created between multiple users. One of my favorite forms of collaboration is contact notes. You can use contact notes to store all essential customer information in one easy-to-access place. With contact notes, you can leave specific details that your team can access at any time. The notes stay attached to the customer profile, making it simple to track customer preferences. For instance, if a customer has a specific billing request, you can leave a contact note so the next team member who handles their request knows exactly what they're calling about. And to keep up with what your team is doing, you can see live team activity, so you know who on your team is handling which conversation in real time. This feature allows you to avoid duplicating responses by letting you see who is actively responding to a conversation. You don't want that awkward moment where you and another teammate follow up at the same time. We know what that's like. And live team activity, make sure you avoid it. You can see which teammate is already responding and then move on to what's next, confident that the customer inquiry is being handled. And that's how your team can stay connected and collaborate seamlessly within Quo. When your team stays on the same page, you can ensure that no calls or texts slip through the cracks.
Oh, you're still here. People usually leave by now. After watching this video, you've become an expert in setting up your account, managing your inbox and notification settings, utilizing the power of the Call Flow Builder to provide your callers with seamless call experiences, using Sona to answer calls 24/7, and working with your team to manage customer relationships at the highest level. You are now ready to dive in and use Quo to communicate more effectively with your customers, saving you time and earning you more money. But if you have a craving to learn more, make sure to check out our resources and articles in our Help Center, where you can discover all the features and best practices we have to offer. I thank you for watching, and I wish you the best in your Quo journey. You're quirny. Yuck.